So what is up, everyone? Today is Wednesday, June 3rd. I took 2 trades on the Nasdaq. I took 2 losses today. So I did come into the session with a bullish bias, honestly. On the daily, right? Obviously, we're moving like at all-time highs. When I first sat down here, we had traded below this like daily open and came back up. So I was looking for continuation longs. I also marked out like this range. I forget exactly which range I marked because there's so many different lows, but it was this swing low right here, right? Yeah. So like in this range, swing low to swing high. Originally we were reacting off of like equilibrium, the golden zone here, right? And even like in this price leg as well. When I took this first long position, we were reacting off equilibrium again here too. So I'm like, you know what? We're kind of moving in bullish order flow. So the first long I took was once we swept out London low. So ES had already taken out London and Asia low before market open. Right, you can see like at 9 a.m. we're all the way down here in ES, right? Or 9:30, I should say. But so I was thinking, you know what? There's a good possibility that we're going to hold this SMT with Asia lows. We're reacting off London lows. And I see this strong reaction, right? There were also some orders on Bookmap. So I can show Bookmap real quick. So if I scroll over to, I took this at, what was it, like almost 9:30. So there was 10 a.m. news, but in my head, I was like, you know what? I have enough time for this trade to play out. Because I do have to close my position 2 minutes before news. So you can see, right, we traded down here. There's kind of some orders down here. Sellers come in, no reaction, V shape right back up. Then I'm looking to take longs to like these areas, right? You can see like there's all these orders up here. This the highs around 9:30, and I pretty much just got stopped out following that. So then, if I go back to the candlestick chart, so we took out Asia and London lows. We kind of pulled back, and I was like, you know what? Maybe shorts like are the move. I feel like we're just dumping, and there's more draws below. Like I know there is an SMT at previous day low, but I just feel like we're so overextended, and I feel like there is an SMT at the high. I did mark out, like on ES, these are relative equal highs. So you can see this high for Monday and the high put in like a Tuesday right over here. Well, Tuesday night, I guess I should say. Or what? Isn't that technically Monday night? Whatever. The following overnight session, right? So there's relative equal highs on ES. I was at first thinking that was a bullish draw, but I feel like now we've traded so far away from them. I'm like, okay, like that's an SMT. Shorts might be the play, especially after I saw we have 10 a.m. news, right? So 10 a.m., what it does is it trades up. So I always think in terms of PO3, right? A lot of times 10 a.m. is going to manipulate the opposite way of the intended direction, and then we go the intended direction, right? So today, 10 a.m. came up, so I'm thinking, okay, you know what? We're going to trade into this bearish 15-minute gap up here, right? And one thing I did for it to mention, I think it's kind of funny, that first trade I took, if you look at its volume profile, right, we were reacting off this point of control, right? Then for the shorts I took, we came back up, traded into the 15-minute gap. I honestly didn't like anything in this range, like right here. It's pretty much just choppy. And I thought, you know what? I'll be stacking PO3, right? Like, I already have the PO3, the accumulation around 10 a.m., manipulation up for continuation shorts. Again, we have another PO3. We're accumulating here, manipulation above the range. I see displacement kind of coming down. There's some orders we tapped into on Bookmap. I took shorts like right around here. I put my stop loss at that swing high. And then I was pretty much just looking to take 50% of my position off at equilibrium of this range. I could have full closed the rest at either these data lows down here, Or I could have went for these lows down here. Knowing myself, I probably would have went for data lows. Unfortunately, on this setup, it did sweep my stop loss and take out these highs up here. Now it's looking like it's delivering down right now, at least. The reason that I didn't want to see these highs get taken first is because, like, the original idea I'm basing this trade off of is, like, we're delivering out of this bearish 15-minute gap. I don't necessarily need to see, like, up here get traded into. And we technically have also traded into, like, this order block, right? Or the CISD, I should call it, really. Yeah, it's a CISD, yeah. So we've also traded into the CISD that aligns with the point of control. So I feel like we're tapping into an area where there's a lot of, like, confluences lining up. And lastly, even on Bookmap, there were some orders. So when did I take this short? At like 10:30. So if I scroll over to 10:30, so you can see there wasn't a crazy amount going on. It looks like just a bunch of chop. I mean, it's kind of what it looks like on the candlestick chart. But when I zoom in, kind of like this was that chop over here. We kind of came up a little bit. There's like some orders on Bookmap we tapped into, kind of reacted down off of. I was acknowledging there were more orders up here, like right above where that high I have marked on the candlestick chart was, but we never actually even came up to those orders, right? We just swept my stop loss essentially, and now we're trending down. So I mean, honestly, I don't look back on any of these setups and have too much regret, honestly. I don't think market conditions were crazy clear today. Like, I'm not gonna like think like, oh, it was so obvious you should have done this, because like the main thing going against today's session was, like, in terms of session highs and session lows, like, obviously those are good drawn liquidities, right? When I'm marking this out, you can see coming in, we've already taken out Asia high, London high. When you look at ES, we've already Asia high and London high still were intact, but and at the start of the session, I feel like there's just so many session highs and lows that have been taken out. I feel like there's just not many draws that are intact. And honestly, I mean, to be completely honest, I really would not be surprised if this trade runs in my favor. But at the same time, what are you going to do? Like, it is a part of trading, right? Like, it was a victory. Like, I feel like I did read this session kind of well. Like, I mean, I did have one wrong trade over here. Oh, one thing I don't remember if I mentioned this, but I feel like it was really valuable that in this first trade right here, like, I feel like that was last line of defense for longs. Like, theoretically, if we were going to continue long at that area, like, that SMT where we take out London and hold Asia lows, like, that SMT would have to hold, or else that long bias is just invalidated and we're definitely going lower, right? So I feel like taking trades at that, like, last line defense, I feel like it's a good way to get higher RR. Because it's like I don't know. That was like my thought process. I'm like, this, if we go any lower, we have to be bearish for a bit. And then I did consider being bullish with the SMT at previous day low, but I just think, especially seeing 10 a.m. open up like this, leave data lows behind, that's kind of why I was leaning towards shorts. And yeah, so I'm probably gonna, you can probably tell by this video description and title if this trade actually hits, because I'm gonna update it accordingly, if that makes sense. But yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I do live trade every single week, Monday through Friday at 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. So definitely pull up, hang out with me, trade with me, see me take literally every single execution in live time. I also have the recordings for every single stream posted in my live section. So if you're interested, check that out. You can see the full recording. And lastly, if you guys are looking for a prop firm to trade with, I personally love Alpha Futures and Tradeify. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up the recording, but if you are heading out, have a good rest of your day. Yeah, if you are looking for a prop firm, discount code TIMB272 at both firms. I think Tradeify, I like how they have daily payouts straight to sim-funded accounts. Alpha Futures has the best live conditions, in my opinion. I feel like if you're like looking for longevity, go for Alpha. But yeah, if you watch this video all the way through, hit that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, leave a comment. Peace out.